Hello, everybody, and welcome as we return for more Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder. It's been a
It's
little
time
while.
to fight the GigaBeaver.
It has been a while. We've been slightly bouncing about. People have had crazy schedules. As you can see, we have no Jay this week. We've got no Jay for a couple more weeks. He's doing cool things that I'm not going to tell you about, but he can tell you about when he comes back.
Follow him on the threads and the Instagrams and shit.
Yeah, all of the social media links.
But not in the store. Don't follow.
I'll just plug his social media for him.
You could follow him to the store, but that would be very awkward. So yeah, probably don't do that. There's probably a line, and yeah, that's probably the line. Don't do that one.
Well, I was like, I thought you were going to lie to people following him in the store because he's just so cool. There's
you know.
Not a metaphysical representation of the things you should and shouldn't do.
Just Jay and his 50 stalkers.
Yeah, Jay's just going to drop us a message later on tonight. He's like, guys, I've had a lot of people follow me around the supermarket recently.
It wasn't us.
Wasn't us.
Wouldn't know anything about that, actually.
Yeah, I've got no idea.
Don't watch the most recent stream.
You should hurt them, though, for following you.
Blame Michael.
Always blame
That
Michael.
works so well. That always works so well. Just blame Michael.
Real talk, there's a catchphrase at my job where my boss literally just blames me for everything that happens. So it's so weird being on the other side of this. Seeing this happen to someone else is bizarre.
That feels quite cruel, but I mean, I'll allow it.
I mean, look, it's the reason it's a joke is because I am literally the best worker in that building.
I was going to say we can start blaming Panic instead, but
Go
that
ahead.
feels more targeted.
As long as you're not blaming me, I'm happy.
But before we get more distracted than we've already gotten, because that happens and we're terrible human beings, let's do some introductions. Let's see if people remember the order in which they get introduced.
I know where I am.
I know where I am.
Pretend I don't know where I am now. Hello, I am Michael. I'll be playing Peter, our White Ranger, and I am worried about things that happened in the last episode.
What's good? I'm Panic. I play Cal, the Purple Ranger, and I'm definitely not addicted to drugs.
Definitely not. I am also Michael. I play Sarah, the Pink Ranger, and buy Panic drugs. I dare you.
Try me.
Hi guys, I'm Sabina. I play Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger, and I know nothing. I am Jon Snow. I literally don't know what's going on. I was not caught up. Yay! Flying by the seat of my pants.
It's okay. Because we do well. I'm Matt before, because I was going to skip my introduction.
Imagine not watching our videos. It's definitely me.
I'm Matt. I get to do all of the other cool NPC people and explosions, and
including the GigaBeaver.
Including the GigaBeaver, which isn't in this game, just for the record. Panic just likes to keep saying GigaBeaver.
It's because you didn't tell me what you thought of him. Now he's on my mind.
Tune in to Heirs of Olympus for GigaBeaver.
He's not in Heirs of Olympus either.
Another thing I don't know anything about.
I don't know what it is.
Well, look, that you're not alone in that one. That one is between me and him.
I figured.
Yeah. We are going to skip forward a slight chunk of time, not because of any cool shenanigans, but just we're going to have a nice, casual, relaxed space battle evening.
When you were saying casual and relaxed, I was going to be like, hey, what's the title of this stream again? I forget.
Nice, casual, relaxed
space battle evening. The title of the stream isn't too bad. It just, E20 Power Rangers, Let There Be Thunder. It's the go live notification you've got to be slightly more worried about.
That's definitely
space battle. Woo!
Can I infer then if it's been a while? Our personal powers restored.
Yes, your personal powers have indeed been restored.
Excellent.
Any damage you may have accrued, any damage your drone might have accrued, anything basically that you might have any
That
wear and
giant
tear,
reset button.
etc.
And is my Zord fixed?
Your Zord is fixed after it went.
The poor baby.
Yeah.
Your Zord has been spayed. Yes.
And how?
Okay. So they gave me my personal power there, but they took away my thingy, so I can't use my combined personal power. Rude.
So what I will say is, just as a way of kind of summing up the time jump, but also kind of giving you an idea of what has happened in the last episode that was a good few weeks back.
Yeah.
You did defeat the members of the Machine Empire that were on the planet. You took a big win in the win column as you defeated 2 of the Machine Empire generals. You freed the Space Rangers from the jail. You freed a lot of the local planet's population from the jail as well, who all went disappearing off into the hills.
And then we had
Afterwards,
a picnic.
You did have a picnic. You were
Had a
able to
picnic?
communicate with some of the local population and make some inroads
that was
towards
adorable.
diplomacy. I mean, there were like 4 different individuals all claiming to be ambassador of planet Earth. Peter,
Yeah.
Cal, Sarah, and I now can't think
Kelsey.
of her name. Thank you,
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
Oh
I
my
wanted to say
God.
Cassidy, and I know it wasn't Cassidy.
the other thing.
But,
The other thing I did last session was solidify my friendship with Sarah's girlfriend.
yep,
Yay!
they did a big dive off of the ship
Out of space.
out of space onto the planet, because Kelsey's a bit of a extreme sports enthusiast. Pete tried to deal with the Blue Space Ranger Billy. That didn't go particularly well for him because he ended up getting teleported into outer space because he kind of annoyed Billy with his
He
ineptitude.
truly missed every possible social check in the it was it's like watching someone fail 3 checks in a row.
Never meet your heroes. They might teleport you into space.
No dice were rolled, and yet somehow I still saw 3 fumbles.
I'm going to insist that during this time period, Pete has been profusely trying to make it up to Billy.
Unfortunately
Oh, don't
for
do that.
Pete, the 2 groups of Rangers have separated to go on different paths. With
Just been spamming him with messages.
So making it work.
taking the Kyle approach. Yeah,
A
he's
4th
full on
fumble.
taking the Kyle approach here and just are you okay? Do you not want to talk to me? Did I do something wrong? Yeah.
Here's the new Kyle.
Just sending him schematics of ways to replace the thing that we lost. Well, I lost in particular. How about this? How about this? How about this? This could work. How about this?
Unfortunately for Pete, both Kyle and Q are with the Space Rangers, so they're not there to stop him from his acts of stupidity. And I kind of feel like Sarah and definitely Sarah, maybe Cal, would encourage it.
I'll stop him.
I'm ambivalent.
Yeah.
I think Cassidy just wouldn't care.
No, after a while, Cassidy will get annoyed and be like, "Really? This isn't going to help."
It might.
No.
Text.
No. No, stop. He'll talk to you when he's ready. Enough.
But I have so many good ideas. These could
Then file them away for later and then talk to him about it later.
Okay. Hit send on another message.
Don't you freaking dare. If I see you hit send on one more message, I'm taking your phone.
But listen,
Takes
Mom.
it. I freaking take his phone.
I
take it. I will go into the grid and I will block your grid-wide communicator.
You can't do that. I built it.
Who has more grid lore and grid tech?
I have more grid tech.
Do you? What is your grid tech?
D12. Specialized.
Dang.
Yeah, D12
But I
specialized
have more
with
grid lore
edge.
than you. You don't have any grid lore.
Just,
but I can
just like
I can tech my way through your lore.
open a
That's
gate
the most-
into the
that's
grid
the
and
most
throw them in
fighting
there.
game.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
the
just
most
I'll just
fighting
throw
game
you
sentence
into
you've
the
ever
grid
said.
so you can get eaten by Dark Spectre. Have fun.
Pia'd win.
Yeah, that I'm gonna intervene there. Look, that guy's actually a member of my team, and you just came to help one time. I'm on his side.
You
What
came
if we
to help
got
one
you
time and just stuck around.
summoner, and then you could text him a lot.
I might have to message Billy because I've known Billy longer than I've known everybody else. I feel like Billy. I'm sorry about him.
Pete just magically has another phone in his hand.
As well as
I'm the tech guy. Do you not think I have spares?
If asked why he hasn't intervened, Cal has just like retorted, "It's up to him to ruin his own life. I am not his keeper."
as well as Kyle and Q, both Bulk and Skull have gone with the Space Rangers as they're
The
heading
auxiliary team.
Oh,
Yep.
no, why have you got rid of all of our auxiliary team?
as they're heading to a meeting with the Omega Rangers on Haven, and they're just heading off to try and get some first-hand experience.
That literally leaves only us.
I know.
Can we have promoted some of the
We have
underlings
Snake Eyes.
on the ship to under beta squad?
Yeah, but
Okay.
they're not Rangers.
We have
I
Snake.
think we can make them proto-morphers.
The Snake
No,
Eyes
that-
is like 6 Power Rangers. We're fine.
But that leaves us and Kelsey and Snake. Well, we got Snake Eyes. Like
Snake
like
Eyes.
Michael
Snake
said.
Eyes can fold all of us at once. Like we're golden.
You are currently heading towards an area of space that Divatox is known to be raiding at current, looking for this power source that a certain White Ranger gave over.
We would never have rescued the Space Rangers if they didn't. Just saying.
I'm not gonna argue that. He's probably right.
I mean, it's not
Argue that.
inaccurate. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
would have been better if you'd gotten it right, but you know.
Yeah, but that's it. In a perfect world.
If Billy's lab wasn't such a mess, maybe I would have.
That's because it was ransacked.
Look, it wasn't actually. Wasn't that stuff locked? that whole big place was locked down until we showed up with the keys to it.
I don't remember. I think I had to leave that
Peter
one
was the
early.
one that ransacked it. That was the problem.
You're not helping.
I need somebody to make me one of those lovely technology astronavigation.
I got it.
checks.
I'll assist.
I'm specialized.
I don't have that.
Do.
Take your upshift.
Oh, thank you. What does that put me on from a D12? 2D.
2d8.
2d8.
Yeah. Let's get some dice in my hand. Oh, that's my 2D8.
Put those dice in my hand.
Bear with me a moment. I need to collect all of my dice. D12. D10.
Oh, the joys of picking up too many goddamn dice.
Oh.
I made the mistake of putting all of my dice in a cup recently, and now whenever I need to get dice out, I have to take all of the dice and put them
Oh.
into my hand.
Brilliant. Boss
well,
is
Wasn't
See,
up.
smart.
look, the idea is fine in conception. You just need a cup that you can fit your whole hand into. Have you considered a stein?
Or a very wide mouth mug.
I think my hand is bigger than the cup.
Again, have you considered a stein
Crits
I
are
hadn't.
bigger
25.
I will
that you
reconsider.
can that you can shuffle your hand around in? You say 35?
25.
It's like, damn.
If only critical 25, though, I might say.
Do you know what? In all seriousness, like, I'm not being mean. I'm not joking around. I'm not picking on Michael for a change. You actually have not succeeded at the check. Is there anything you
Ow.
can do?
I mean, I can reroll a 1 on a D8.
Is that possibly going to increase your skill check?
Yeah.
I like the
Potentially.
question mark in that.
Astro navigating is insanely difficult.
I would think so. You're in space. You know,
What
If I-
what was the goal?
The difficulty
High.
check is actually a 31.
Oh, then I
31.
can't hit that even if
You
I
can't
can
succeed
reroll.
on it. Okay.
No.
I mean, in theory, you could have because of the 2d8.
But I
but
can't reroll
you
the
can't
2D8.
reroll. I think this might actually be the first time you. No, not the first time, but one of the first times you've ever failed at a technology check.
That's not true.
No,
Categorically
That's not
false.
true.
That's not
He's
true.
failed
That's
so
not-
many technology
He's failed
checks.
so many.
Oh.
You know that roll that made me lose the thing that Billy's mad at me about? That was 3 failed technology checks in a row.
Actually, you know what? Congratulations, Matt. You've created the first compilation for our YouTube channel. I'll every time Peter's failed a technology
Somebody
check.
needs to go back and find every time. Yeah,
Like,
Peter's
I-
failed
I-
a
You know
technology
what?
check.
Give me that project, please. I will go through every episode.
That
Remember
video-
when I
Go for it.
watched?
Well, that video will be an hour long on its own.
I mean, if 2 other people wanted to give me like
You've
a
made the
boost
check
as
now,
well,
dude.
that would put me at auto success.
I don't have technology, so I can't do that.
I also don't have technology, so I can't do that either.
That's a stupidly high difficulty. How is anyone ever going to make that?
Dude, high level TTRPGs, man. Suddenly when you get above a 20, it's no longer as impressive, and you just get sad
Yeah.
about it.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, even
You
if I
could-
was rolling that at D12, there was no way I wouldn't
No,
get that at D12.
there are two. You needed a maxed out roll on the 12, and then a 19 or a 20. Those
It's
are the
possible.
only. It's just not gonna happen.
And you could have asked the ship for lend assistance because the ship can lend assistance to you as a free action.
Well, we forgot about that, didn't we?
We just need like a table of everything that we can do that we always
Um,
forget about.
You
The
can
problem, is
try.
that, the problem is that table would be like 8 pages long.
Yeah. You could try to redo it. However, the issue would be that because of failing the initial check, making the second check would give you 3 downshifts. And again, that is
so
that is
impossible.
literally not me being mean to you. That is straight out of the book. You would suffer 3 downshifts to the
Alright.
check.
Man,
Well,
who
let's
wrote
see
this
what-
book?
So you're still
Well-
going to find your way. You will still
They're
find
gonna-
your destination. It's just how
It's
you
gonna happen
find your
one way.
destination, essentially.
That is fine. Continue.
Yeah.
Just, Jesus, T. No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the rest of it, but
I'm assuming
Like-
no, because I don't think you'd be able to get away with the 3 downshifts, unfortunately. If J,
No, I don't think
there's-
Q would be able to help to a degree.
I
if
don't
I
think
had a-
there's-
Upshift and edge.
if I had remembered that the ship could have given us an upshift, I would have got the ship and Alpha to give me an upshift as well as Sarah, and then I just would have always succeeded.
Yeah.
But hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the kind of thing where it's like 3 downshifts. If you are rolling any dice at all, 3 downshifts makes it basically impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think literally just makes it impossible if you're rolling for it.
Go ahead then. Whoever wishes to do so. You know what? I'm actually going to specifically ask Panic to do this for me because I specifically need 2d6 to be rolled, and he can roll his fancy metal 2d6.
2d6, you say?
2d6.
Sabina, if you have a headache, I'd recommend taking off your headphones.
I'm good.
This is going to be so loud.
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for you. That's actually not that loud.
That was underwhelming, actually.
Yeah, I was actually kind of underwhelmed.
You hyped it up
7.
enough.
Thank you for the warning.
7? Okie dokie.
6 on, if it matters separately, 6 on one, 1 on the other.
You can min-max the shit out of that.
Sabina, roll me another d6, please.
Another D6. I can do that. We'll use my pretty purple one. I actually broke out my Cassidy dice instead of using my critical roll dice, guys. Oh, a 6.
Okay.
Marvel, dude, that's a crit in the Marvel game. We win automatically.
Yeah, you got
6
6 on 6.
We win.
Yeah.
We win Marvel.
It's over, right?
We're not
We win
playing
the game,
Marvel,
guys.
but you win. Yeah, you got
This
6 on
is
6,
the-
guys.
The completely statistically unlikely fact that that's somehow the crit. That's how you crit in that game. That sucks. Never mind. Move on. 616.
You As you're traveling through the vacuum of space, you're making your way towards this area
Making my way
between
downtown.
the void between galaxies in this war-torn area of space that
We run
Divatox
into
is hiding in.
616 enemies.
Yeah. Who is piloting the ship?
Me.
We know that Pete made the astronavigation check. So, Cal, as you're piloting the ship, following the directions that Pete has given you, the plot across the computer, you find yourself driven into what appears to be at first sight just a beautiful field of ice.
Space ice.
Yeah, nothing dangerous. You know, your lasers, your point defense weapons will be able to take care of it. It's not an issue.
I say out loud, if we have to fight the goddamn vampires again, I'm going to throttle you, Peter.
You try navigating through space. It's big.
I did
He's
it for
right.
years.
You navigated through the grid. That's different.
I'm in space.
Yeah, you cheated.
I have a Wanda. We have a Peter.
All of you
Hey, I
make
remember that remark.
me
Have Wanda
an,
make the astronav checks.
make me an attack roll, specifically using the ship's weapons.
I'm on it.
So there's two different sets of weapons. So one person could make 2 attacks, or 2 different people could make 1 attack. But it's the
I might be specialized in this.
you probably are, actually, to be fair. So
I
you
am.
might be the best person to use them.
This is Astro Mega Shuttle, right?
Yes, which has been renamed, just in case you do not remember, the Thunderbus after a remark you guys made last
So
time.
the Astro Mega Shuttle is a different thing now. Because that's still there.
Oh, the Astro Mega
that's the
Shuttle
Space
is the part of the Space Rangers ship, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's specifically the dual laser turrets that you're using, Michael.
Right.
Which
I'm aim, Avi. Is it more than 30 feet away?
I'm going to say no, because you're using it as a point defense weapon as they're coming close to the ship.
Okay.
So you're just like targeting things that are specifically coming too close to the ship.
Okay. Do I get an assistance from Tor?
As a free action, if you've got the free actions to spare, you can get assistance from Tor.
2. I'm sad about no sharpshooter. All right. Let's see. Critical 18. Can I make it better? I can, actually. Let's see. 1D. Well.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
I didn't say
Same number.
We're not done yet. / R1D8. Well, still not better. Okay, we tried.
What about the D10? The one that's actually a 1?
Oh, shit, yeah.
I know you got 2s and 1s, but you kind of just focused on the 2s.
Yeah. There we go.
That is better. It's 3 better. 21.
So, critical 21.
Okay.
So much rerolling.
So you're only making 1 of the attacks?
That was just the first one.
Okay, right. So critical 21 on the first.
Okay, I'll do it again. Go up ships again. Ugh.
God damn.
Rough. And okay, let's see if I can make that a crit.
This D20 has not been very kind to you, is it?
No, my D20 didn't help. Nope.
5 on the second D20, unfortunately.
All right. So, yeah, not a lot I can do with that. All right, critical 21 and 12.
The first of the point defense upgrades that you got from the Space Rangers obliterates this chunk of ice that is getting too close to the ship. Just boils it away. Water turns to vapor. You don't see anything. It's absolutely fine. The second it hits, it begins vaporizing what's there. But what you realize as soon as it does is that trapped inside the ice is a thicker chunk of rock and metal
Oh
that the
no.
lasers aren't
Yeah,
able
crap.
to break apart. They strike the ship, and as they strike the ship, one of the ion cannons is struck,
Gasp.
and the mounting for it is destroyed.
Oh.
The ion
Why does
cannon
space hate
itself is like torn and rent. It's repairable, even where you are outside in space at the moment. That would take some time to get out there. You would literally have to go out into space to do so.
Heat fix my gun.
Power wing, activate.
I would
Can
offer to help, but I don't have that. Do you need someone to at least watch your back?
You
I
know,
mean-
on account of the aforementioned space vampires that may
Yeah.
or may not be here.
Exactly.
Or the
Okay.
pirates we're actively hunting in this sector.
Those things.
That should be fine.
You don't
Famous
sound sure of
last
that.
No.
Um,
If you get space vampire, we're not going to come rescue you.
I mean, I'll try, but
Panic. You're the only one I can rely on when Q's not here. And I'm going to go and start repairing the turret.
Okay.
Alone.
Even with the wing on, I'm going to need either a athletics or acrobatic check from you, because as much as you've got a flying speed, as much as you've got flight speed, you're having to maneuver, as well as the ship maneuvering through the ice field, as well as the ice field itself moving through space and other space debris, whilst
can fly
trying to
super good.
repair.
I can fly super good. God damn it. 17.
17. Okay. And then go ahead and make me a technology skill check to try and repair one of the ion cannons.
Yeah. Do.
Whilst Pete's doing this,
Does it count as grid tech?
it does not count as grid tech. Whilst
Cool.
Pete is doing this, can everybody who else is on the ship, your choice, make me alertness checks, please.
I'm going to use my
Alertness.
once per scene and or day ability to roll with specialization.
Alertness perception.
Yep.
14 on the 20. It's a 15.
Is this alert perception at?
Yes, please.
So I get an upshift and my edge. Cool.
I got critical 22.
Critical 22. Thank you very kindly. You struggle slightly with keeping righted as you're having to move around a ship, having to move around and maneuver between parts of the ion cannon, but you're able to remove the mounting part that is damaged and replace it with the part that you've brought out with you. Get it all settled down, socket it into place, make sure that everything's sorted, run some tests and everything else. It does take time, leaving you out of the ship for about half an hour.
Intermittently, people can just hear Pete singing over the intercom.
I mute him.
What does Pete sing?
At the moment, he's singing his own take on making my way downtown.
I definitely mute him.
I also would mute him.
I keep him. I keep
I'm
him on just.
actively trying to correct his pitch. Like, no, yeah.
I keep listening to him just in case he needs to scream for help or something.
I keep him close by, but I keep my hand close to the button, but I mute him.
So-
I got a 22 for alertness.
Okay. And
I
Sarah,
ended up
what
with
have
a
we got as
23.
23? Fantastic. So Sarah and Cassidy, as
Okay.
Pete is outside of the ship trying to get things repaired, you are all kind of just on watch. You can't really go anywhere. Although Cal is carefully maneuvering the ship just to make sure it's not struck by any more ice or debris. You do notice a blip on the radar off in the distance, probably about as far away as the sensors of the ship can actually detect it. And then in what appears to be a almost like a wedge formation, another 2 blips, and then another 3 blips.
Pete, get back in the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just about to radio Pete.
Yeah,
Pete
yeah,
in the ship now.
Come on in.
I'm nearly done. What's going on?
Blip.
Incoming.
Hostiles, get back in the ship.
Yeah, can you be done in the next like 15 seconds?
Matthew, can I be done in the next 15 seconds?
Yeah, you're finishing off literally as this is happening.
Cool. Yep, I'll be right there. I like
Crazy.
seat the last bit in that needs to be done and reconnect the power cable and shielding and back in the ship.
As you settle onto the ship, as all eyes across, like in the bridge, are monitoring all of their consoles, but also monitoring the radar as it's now projected on the main screen. You can see these 6 ships coming in from a distance. They're still too far to get a image, though you're able to see the flares of light as they're getting closer. And then on the radar from the other direction, almost behind you, off to, say, like, if we were using nautical terms and north was ahead of you, it would be kind of southwest. Behind and to your left are another blip and another 2 and another 3 in that same wedge shape.
Holy butts. All right.
Every space fight starts with being surrounded. As I start like flipping levers and readying weapons and whatnot.
Are we, Cal, are we getting out of here or are we staying and fighting?
I mean, that depends on who they actually are. If it's who is this woman?
Divatox.
If it's Divatox, fight because we have to. If it's not, evasive maneuvers.
Can I try to zoom in on any
Hands.
on any of the ships to get a view on any iconography to see who possibly this could be coming in at
You
us?
can make me either it's going to be either a technology or cultures check. It's going to be a very difficult check to try and determine
I got
whether or not
cultures,
there's
so-
anything specific in the elements of the engine that are being given off in the light.
I got.
You can also do so if that's what you're holding your hand up for.
No, I was gonna based on the blips on the radar, can we tell how big each like vessel is?
No, because they're
comparatively.
too far away.
I got a 17 in cultures.
Unfortunately, you're still too far away to get a good enough reading on what is coming close.
Okay.
I mean, guys, my sword's pretty quick. I could do a quick recon.
I mean, so you say we're like hella far away from both sets of blips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna rotate. I'm gonna rotate the ship to a point where they're, instead of being in front and behind us, they're to the left and right of us, and then I'm just gonna back up so they're all in front of us.
Ooh, yeah. Could I make another astronavigational check to plot a new course?
If they're that far ahead and behind us that we can't even see them yet, then
You can make another astronavigation check, but as I said, it will be with 3 downshifts because you're making an astronavigation check to the same location.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it would reset because we're
No, because you're going to
actively
the
trying
same
to avoid these
location.
guys.
No, astronavigation isn't about flying in the local space. It's about getting from A to B.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like trying to figure out how to get from like here to Canada.
Da. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Never mind then.
As you move the ship to orientate them, what you notice immediately, as soon as you back the ship up far enough away, is that there was a third set of blips.
That wasn't on our radar.
Not behind, not in front, but actually underneath you on the 3D, like on the third dimension, coming straight up.
Base!
And as soon as you move the ship, you feel a set of explosions rocket. This set of ships, however, is close enough to try and determine what they are. So you all can make either a culture's technology or alertness perception check.
Aha! Alertness perception, my love.
oh, that's not going to do anything.
Alertness I got.
Hey!
I have the others, but this is better.
Critical 19.
Critical 19, fantastic.
All right, well, or we'll roll a 3, and it doesn't matter what we do. Critical 13. Oh. Stupid D20.
The dice bot is being vindictive because we haven't played in months.
He's not happy with you guys. So what did you get, Michael, for Peter?
Crit 19.
Crit 19. So what did you get for Cassidy?
Crit 19.
So that's 2.
Twinsies!
Yep.
Wait, we need to time that right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. High five. Yeah!
Remember, ship explodes.
Anybody
This is how we
who's
find.
got-
This is how we find out Matt's done with this campaign.
No.
At least this part,
Anybody who
at least
got-
us.
Yeah,
Jay's fine.
I'm recruiting you Rangers. Yeah, Jay's fine. That's why he's not here. Anybody who got over a 15, you notice the weirdest things as you can see the ship coming to, as you see the ship getting closer. Most of the ships you've seen so far, whether you're on planets, whether you're traveling through space, have looked like spaceships. Whether the designs are blocky, angular, spherical, beautiful curves, hard lines, they've looked like something out of a sci-fi book or movie, television show, video game.
Except for that one Sphinx-looking thing.
Even that looked like a spaceship. It had very metallic sections. It looked like something very, somebody had studied Egyptology maybe a bit too much and made a TV show about Egyptians who had travelled the stars, maybe using gates.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. But what you're seeing before you now and what you're able to recognise, the elements you're able to recognise, these look like sail ships. These look like ships that should have been sailing across the ocean.
Bajorans?
Hey guys, are these reminding you of anyone?
Yeah,
Mutiny.
Bajor.
No. Sarah Mutiny. Captain Mutiny. The guy we met when we went to go get Decca.
You know that dude that looked like a boat?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah. That's
So
less fun.
Now that
Frickin'
these
space
ships are within
pirates.
view, are they? Can we take them out with our Zords, or do we need to use Astor?
Oh, they are big. They are
So we
very
need,
big.
We need Astor. I can't just jump in my beautiful
No.
little Hydra. Oh,
You could try, but you've you're certain that because of the size of them, you'd be scratching the paint, you'd be scratching the woodwork. And you're not even sure, looking as close as you are, if it is actually wood. It looks like it could be.
We really got to figure out a way to soup up our guns and our Zords. If everything out here is going to be this big.
You think there's?
Yeah.
Do you think if you put a hole in the sails, they'll actually stop moving, or is this just aesthetic for them?
I mean,
Probably
it's space,
aesthetic.
so yeah, it's got to be aesthetic.
Well,
I mean, it's an. I mean,
I mean, if it's
I
anything
gotta
like
admit,
the
it's a
Zords,
nice
not an
aesthetic.
aesthetic.
I gotta admit, it's a nice aesthetic. Anyway,
I'm a
Next
I'm a
together,
snap their keel.
I don't know, but yeah, like it could.
Yes, Matt. I have heard of Treasure Planet.
Oh no, I meant real science, but cool.
I had that thought of the solar sails and Treasure Planet. I had that thought, but
All right, so initiative then.
Anybody who got a critical specifically above a 15 and a critical specifically on alertness. I don't know what you rolled for Cassidy.
I rolled alertness.
It's
I
alertness.
rolled alertness.
As these ships are getting closer, you notice that one of the groups of ships that was coming towards you, the one that was sort of coming from the front, as it were,
Mhm.
doesn't have the same aesthetic. These look more like, to put it easily, metallic submarines.
Divatox.
Please, Zordon, let this be a Mexican standoff.
Well, I mean, if we got Divatox on one side, and we got
So we got-
I'm a boat on the other.
So the ones below us is
Mutiny.
Mutiny. The ones in front of us is Divatox. But then who's behind us?
Machine Empire.
But like, are they here for us, or are they just here for each other? 'Cause, you know,
Like I said, I'm
considering-
really hoping this is a Mexican standoff.
Considering Mutiny's attacking us?
well, I mean, we could just be targeting the convenience at that point.
I don't know. Maybe we should hail them.
Go
Fire
ahead.
all of the missiles. Hailing.
You don't have
I mean, look.
missiles.
Look, if you want to talk to them, go ahead. Open channel, man.
Give me a second. I'm writing notes. I'm being a note taker.
Important question to ask
Remember when
at
I
this
used to do
point.
that, guys?
No.
I do. Are
We're
you
bad at-
currently
I still
morphed?
have that notebook.
I mean,
No,
I will be in a moment.
I was
I'm
about to morph and run to my Zord, but there's no point in that. So
Just get on a gun.
I am
Because-
because I was just outside doing things.
although
The last
this is-
time- The last time Captain Mutiny saw you, albeit in disguise, you
We
were
were more.
trying to
We were not.
purchase a ship from him.
We were trying to purchase.
Because he's the one who had Deco.
Yeah,
and we were
And-
not morphed.
we were not morphed.
Yeah.
To save me from demorphing, I'm going to hide under the desk when you hail him quickly.
All right.
All right, God's above.
Just so I'm not seen.
All
but I
right. Who
could
has
remain there.
who? I have
got
a D4 in deception, so I could try. It's not the best, but I could try. Did I
So
become
concealed.
Southern?
my
I
bad.
can try.
Yeah, I'm a trained actor. I don't know what's fine.
I am too. I'm not trained, but I'm an actor and I'm an accent sponge.
Social skills. What are those?
Um,
Let me get back in the role. All right.
Socials. What are social skills? Social skills are how I cook, sir.
He'd be cooking. All right. I guess let's
All right.
let's tell the man. Is he a
Yep.
man? I don't know.
I believe he is a man.
Boat.
All right.
Boatman.
I will hail them. I will hail Captain Mutiny. And Cassidy doesn't dress much differently than she did when she was that. She's still in like all black, though her hair is down and her makeup is less heavy. So she doesn't look too different. She looks more casual than she did on.
I put on a pair of sunglasses.
than she did on Onyx. So once the channel, God, I didn't have a different name. Mm.
I don't think we gave him names.
No, we didn't. No,
Definitely
what?
didn't.
Yes, we did. What was our name? Hold on. Note check. Note check.
We had a group. You made like a group pirate name, but you didn't.
We did.
I don't think you gave him your actual like.
I don't
did.
know. I do not remember what I said. I said a lot.
This is why I write notes, guys.
Listen, I'm bad at note taking.
Location, planet
Also, I
Onyx,
couldn't-
waypoint, United Alliance of Evil Territory, shuttle for auction, shuttle AI data, Captain Mutiny. Fuck no, we all wrote it in the chats.
It was some.
Write it down.
I'm 90% sure it was something like Phoenix, like screaming phoenixes. Or
No,
something
it wasn't.
like
We
that.
didn't use anything Phoenix.
Something silly.
It's all cool. We'll just
Look, you're
Alright,
getting way
okay.
too into the weeds on this. There's no way in hell Matt would try to make us remember something
Yeah.
from a game we haven't played in 3 months.
we'll assume that everybody remembers the name, including myself, because I'm going to put
Just-
my hand up. I don't remember the name.
Just
Okay.
insert nickname here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. I will hail and I will go. This is Cassie of insert name here. I believe this is Captain Mutiny I'm speaking to.
You see his face pop up on the screen in all of its ship-like splendor. That same hat, in all of its glory upon his head.
All
That lovely mustache. And he looks at you. And as soon as he sees you all, he kind of throws one hand back. And you just hear him shout, "Belay that!" Who is about to blast you out of the waters.
Well, that would have been a bad day for all of us.
Considering there's no water. How can we help you?
I thought she was one of Divatox's spies roaming these astral seas.
Oh no, absolutely not. No.
We have no, we do not have any relationship of that sort with Divatox.
Though last time I saw you, you were hanging around with her stupid nephew.
We were
we had
using it.
we had a business relationship.
He's an idiot. And
Above
easily
above table, you can probably tell him we tricked him and stole his shit. Like,
I was getting to that part, yes. I was like, yes, we had a business relationship, aka we used him.
Used him?
Mm.
Yeah.
Expand upon that information?
we
Well-
got him to win the auction, and then we stole it from him.
The ship that you had up for auction, we stole it from him.
paid you and we got it for free.
Very cunning.
I like to think so.
Does that mean you're not here to interfere in this wee fight between us?
We were
Uh,
literally passing through, and then y'all decided to show the up.
Yep.
Pete sends a text message to tell them that, like, we've spotted Divatox's, like, ships that way. Go.
They're still coming.
Well, I've been knowing she's got a scouting party somewhere around here parts.
I will forward him the coordinates. They're over there, and I send it through.
We have seen on our radar that there is a thing of Divatox's crew or ships to the north of us, and to the southeast there is also another group of ships, though we cannot seem to identify them. Well, southwest. My apologies.
Those are the bait for the trap I was laying.
Mm.
Though it seems Divatox's ships are going to reach you sooner than my ships are going to reach theirs. So perhaps, if you're not friends of hers and you've already earned her ire by fleecing her nephew,
Mm.
a working relationship, temporary as it may be, could be...
Could be amenable to that.
What do you have in mind?
Well, I need bait. You look like bait.
In this instance, I don't disagree.
We're bait that bites back.
All the better. You lure her in. We both attack.
Hold on for a second, and I will signal to Cal to cut the feed.
Mute him.
Can I be the first to say that this seems fishy?
Really, more nautical puns?
What can I say?
I
He
mean,
got me in
we
the mood.
are eminently screwed currently if we try to fight both of them. At least this way, we might have a chance. I do not think we're getting out of here, and at least until we get them fighting each other.
And while they're fighting each other, do you think we could sneak on board Divatox's ship and get Billy's thing back?
If you didn't just read my mind.
Right. But working with Captain Boatman seems like our best bet currently.
I agree.
Ready to reconnect feed whenever.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hides back under desk.
You're back.
All right, yeah. We discussed it, and it does seem like a mutually beneficial arrangement, at least in the short term.
I
We'll be
propose
back.
the following.
All right.
A 20-80 split. There's only one of your ship. There are currently 6 of mine. 3 of hers. You get 20% of the loot.
Great. Another
46,
message.
we're the bait.
Another message comes through. Agree with their terms, but we get first pick on loot.
Yeah, as long as the one thing we want is part of the 20% we get.
25%.
First pick.
We get first pick. We agree to your terms of the split, but we get first pick.
As long as I get Divatox's head.
I mean, I don't want that.
Poggers.
Yeah, you can have that.
So at least not detached. So
You have yourself an accord.
all right.
Terms
Brilliant.
accepted.
All right. Well, let's see if we can't get her attention then. If we don't already have it.
Yeah, when I heard we were having a fight with Captain Mutiny, this is not what I thought.
I mean, we would be fools not to take into account that his name is Captain Mutiny.
Indeed.
Also that. Yeah. No, 100%.
I would like you to know, Captain Mutiny, that if you cross us, we will
fully
give you
expected.
we will give you a hell of a fight.
A hell of a fight I'd be looking for, young lady, but there's still 6 ships against your 1.
All right.
Oh, I
all
know.
right. Well, we can betray each other later. Right now, let's deal with Diva Hots.
Mm-hmm.
Did he just say Diva Hots? Did she just
Yeah.
say Diva Hots?
Yeah. She has a problem.
If anyone's going to betray anyone, I think it might be her.
And a girlfriend. I'm telling her, by the way.
Right.
Good news, chat. The GigaBeaver has been approved.
If you were wondering.
Oh,
which you
God.
probably were.
I wish anybody knew what the GigaBeaver was about watching
So
this.
simple. It's so
You know?
beautiful.
It is
Tune
so
in
simple and
next year
beautiful.
for GigaBeaver.
I am
Um,
terrified for this now.
Come back to this video, to the video on YouTube of this stream in 1 year's time to understand when GigaBeaver was created.
Yep.
It was last night when I was drunk out of my mind.
and couldn't find his Uber.
This was before the Uber, actually.
What I
Right.
need from you guys then, as we have already discussed everything else, is we need some initiative check.
Initiative.
But if we're fighting in the ship, we only need one initiative check from you guys, and it's from the ship.
Yeah, I got it. D4.
But
D4
that said,
ship
I do
initiative check.
need to start a combat encounter, so that's cool.
Fellas, we're looking good. We're looking pretty. We're looking pretty with this initiative check.
How good? What was it?
5, isn't it?
How the fuck did you do that? How
Was it a 5?
It's a fucking 5. How the fuck did you do that?
Michael's magic.
Okay.
Sorry for cursing. It's been a long time, and I was so freaked out.
Are you in my house?
Do that.
I'm right behind you.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I missed the Twilight Zone.
Yep.
Standing behind you, eating all of your candy.
I'd prefer to go with Michael's roll that he did on the digital roller, please.
You
Yep.
butthole.
The subcraft got a 21. And Captain Mutiny.
Good.
On the plus side, everybody's got a base D4. Oddly.
Cat
We're not-
Mutiny got an 8.
We're not that far behind Cat Mutiny.
No.
No, but they're
In the
very
grand scheme
far
of
from
things, it's
Steven
not that
Fox.
bad.
Are we doing the thing?
Well, we have
I mean,
to
like,
wait.
look, wait. That when it gets to our turn, that can be your guys' separate actions, and then you'll roll initiative separately after the fact when you actually disconnect from the
We're
ship.
gonna have to get closer for sure.
Yeah, we have to wait
Uh-huh.
to get closer. Or until they
Yeah.
get closer to us, so.
Are there like like Zord ship perks in this game for ramming? Like you can like attach a ram to the front of your ship to actually, because we have a D12 in Brawn.
Wanda has ram.
Might have to steal some
Ron-
stuff from Transformers, but yeah, I think so.
Wanda
There is-
has a ramming
there is-
prow.
Yeah.
Was just checking because like that if we can, because what I'm trying to get to is a ram where we can damage them more than us.
Wanda has a ramming prow, and she came with it.
To be
That's
fair,
her
Wanda's
natural
ramming
attack.
prow, I think, is just her melee attack.
It is her melee attack, yeah.
Yeah. It's just because Wanda is a spaceship, it's like, what do you give a spaceship a melee attack? And it's just
Ram.
It's just ram.
Yeah. Whereas most of the other Zords, it's like bite, claw.
Pistol whip.
Yeah.
Well, this is also just a spaceship, so we ram it.
Yeah, just crash into it. What's the worst that can happen?
We damage the ship equally.
Well, that's because the ship doesn't have an actual prow. It's just a ship.
Mechanically, no. Ramming, to the best of my knowledge, I will double check in between actions, but ramming, to the best of my knowledge, doesn't damage you, just damages them. But I will, as I said, double check and let you know.
Yeah. The only reason I'm leery is because of Star Wars 5e, in which ramming is just about the worst thing you can do in a ship. Even with all of the necessary upgrades to make ramming good, it's so bad.
Is this actually a D20 or is this? Oh no, it's actually a D20. Cool. I thought it was a spinner dice. It's not. It's just a very chunky D20. Cool.
Chunky.
Chonky dice, you say?
Chunky dice.
Did you say a chunky dice?
I did say
I know
a chunky dice.
I know a couple things about chonky dice.
Uh,
Literally a couple. I know 2 things.
So,
1 and 2.
as Divatox's crew of submarines start heading towards you, you can see Divatox's actual sub sort of in the background, flanked by several others. So she's like in the middle row of 3, with some in the back and some ahead of her. As they start getting closer, they all fire off just a barrage of torpedoes. Once they get close enough to actually start attacking you. Which-
SpaghettiOs.
Well, we definitely baited.
Cal looks
Yeah,
at Cassie for the very
you've been good bait.
un-Cassie-like thing Sabina just said.
Yeah, SpaghettiOs.
That was Sabina. That wasn't Cassie.
Yeah, that was just
weird.
You said what now?
fully distracted Cal does not implement evasive maneuvers.
What I will say is that the I don't know if you've seen it because of the way it's written, but the dual laser turrets
Mhm.
can be used to try and take down things that are attacking
Incoming
you guys.
projectiles.
Yes. Did you see it,
Hmm.
Michael?
I did not see that. The
I did
hell
not,
is that?
but I could tell where you were going.
Yes. So, whoever's on those can use a attack, can make an attack.
Sarah?
The one person can make an attack, another person can make a second attack.
As
and
I guess
it
as the
would
pilot,
just
I'm on
be
gun too.
their driving or targeting
Targeting.
skill check. It won't be their D20. It'll just be their skill. Sorry, not skill check.
But the skill dice, you mean?
Yes.
Oh,
A bit
my
like
skill die.
using the Pink Rangers thing to boost from their acrobatics.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm doing the same as the second gunner
If that's
/ pilot.
if you want to do, yeah.
I think I'm at a D8, and that's just because of supercharged essence. Oh, I don't have that yet. I'm D6 because I'm not morphed.
I will say you can have morphed with the time you've had before this
Yeah,
fight started.
I'll take a free upshift. I'm not gonna waste doing the like other buffs when it's not even my turn
Yeah,
to
we could
attack with the good
probably-
gun.
These have missed.
Just in case we lose like compression, we should probably be morphed.
Mhm.
Yep.
And then just keep
Yeah.
mutiny off screen.
Yeah.
Audio only with mutiny.
Yeah, audio only. Can't talk right now. Shooting things.
All my
I got
D8s are
4.
trash. I got a 2.
So from the 8, 1, 3, yeah, from the 6 ships, 6 missiles soar to 6 torpedoes soar towards you. You are able to lay out a barrage of fire from the lasers, which provides you some cover. However, clearly, Divatox's best were not behind the shots because they go so wide that they did not have even the closest chance of striking you. I rolled 6 d20s. I didn't even roll the skill dice at first. Just rolled the d20s to see how good we would get in if I needed to
To
roll
see if you
skill
could
dice.
get
I didn't roll above a 5.
28.
I didn't roll above a 5 on the d20s.
On 6 D20?
Physical d20s.
Nice.
Wait, 6
Look.
D20?
And I didn't roll above a 5.
Look, in the words of Nadpod, Dice Christ rolleth and Dice Christ rolleth away.
Rolleth away. Just rolleth away.
Yep. That
We know
was-
Divatox hires good people.
That was brutal.
We didn't. We
Clearly,
didn't. Like,
clearly
that-
Elgar's behind the guns.
Elgar.
I can't believe they saved him.
Nobody can, to be quite honest.
100% going to try throwing
Guys,
out an airlock again.
Guys, I have terrible news. I'm so handsome. I'll tell you what I mean. I'll tell you what I mean after session. But goddamn,
Okay.
I'm
so excited.
I'm so handsome, dude.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm
so
intrigued.
excited.
Oh my
But yeah.
god.
Because of that god awful showing of the subcrafts as they laid their attack, it is up to you guys now.
Cat Mutiny failed as well.
Mutiny's not gonna do
Captain
nothing.
Mutiny. Yes.
He's before us.
Captain Mutiny won't be an attack for the
Range.
subcrafts
Okay, so he's just like moving.
until next round.
All right. Since they attacked us, we don't really need to. I mean, I do need to move to get them closer to, closer to Venom. So I guess that's step 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to maneuver the ship in using the 3D space to try to get us to a location where they can discreetly leave our ship and sneak onto Divatox's without Captain Mutiny seeing that there are Power Rangers leaving our ship.
Because
Okay.
I can't make him invisible. I don't think. I'm gonna continue looking
Ew.
at my stuff.
No. But what you
So
can
that's-
both do,
activate.
considering as well how small you are as targets compared to the rest of the things,
Yes,
is
but
both
there is
make
also
me-
ice chunks flying around in the
Yep.
air since we blew up that ice.
You've
so
got
we could also
cover
use
and
that as
everything else as
we
well.
have
Yeah.
cover.
I just want to give them as much of an advantage as
Yeah.
I can when it
Make
comes to
me
hiding from our
infiltration
allies.
checks with edge.
Us?
I'm
Yep.
going to spend a point of personal power to take me up to a D6.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my personal power for
Phantom
For
Suite,
my
is
Phantom
that what
Suite.
it's called?
Phantom Sweat.
Phantom
Yep.
Sweat.
Phantom Sweat.
Gross.
Do I already have that? It's passive, so I don't have to use it. And then my power wing needs to be active. I don't know what that gives me, but it's active now.
Light
Defense bonus, flight speed,
So
one
what
additional
am I-
personal power,
what is my
possibly,
infiltration.
depending on how I coded it.
So my infiltration is here,
21.
but I get an upshift.
Mm. Michael, can you just do me a favour and just post it in the chat just so I can keep track of numbers, please? Thank you kindly, sir.
Welcome.
I will
Good
also post
job.
it. I will also post it in the chat.
Thank you very much.
Matt, he actually got better than me by 1
I am outraged.
because I only rolled a 1 on my d6.
I am outraged.
Sag.
Okay.
Outraged that this worked, or outraged that Michael did it good.
The outrage that Michael did it good, if I'm quite honest.
Yeah, it
Wait, am I? I'm not specialized, am I?
I mean, you
Whilst
might be.
I might
It
be.
sounds like a thing you would have done.
I am not.
I can summon Baby Dragon once we're on the ship, right?
Nope.
Probably not.
Probably
This
not.
Baby Dragon. I'm pretty sure we've canonically established Baby Dragon does not teleport. He gets like drop podded down.
Yep.
So like nothing more suspicious than two guys infiltrating a ship they're not supposed to be on and then firing the drop pod that is Baby Dragon into
We'll
the
load
ship.
him into the torpedoes. That we don't
Can I spend a story point to have him appear?
No.
No.
I mean,
You
you
can
could have
spend
been
that-
wearing him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wear him anymore. It's not a thing.
Oh,
He's a
you're
man
right.
now. Can he roll an infiltration check? Did he get the Arashikage training?
sorry,
No.
Matt. That was actually a 22. I forgot that about my. I forgot about the D4 because of the Rashikage training. So
Nice.
hair flip.
Okay. Whilst the two rangers in their power wings then are sneaking through the ice field, just sort of like hopping between what looks to be nice, safe chunks of ice, but really is like body crushing obstacles that really should not be hopped through like they're doing. What are the two rangers still inside the ship doing?
Cal will turn to Sarah. Guns?
Guns. Yeah.
Guns?
And then we both fire the guns.
It's like,
Do we get our extra attacks with the ship weapons?
No.
No,
we
you
do
would.
not. We
As
do?
far as- yeah, yeah.
I'm so used to like
I know.
big machine
Sword
combat
bait.
being
I
terrible.
know.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, regular vehicles are better than Zords.
Really
So
crazy that that's the case.
Yeah.
Can,
All right, so
before
first thing-
leaving the ship, can I have activated Shining Leader?
I'm going to say no
Probably
retroactively.
not. Yeah. Because it's your standard action, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
In
You would
that
need
case,
to
can
do
I use
your
my free
actions for
action
the
one?
infiltration and everything else to be doing.
okay.
I'm going to say
So-
no retroactively, Michael. No.
Can I get assistance on all of my attacks as long as I have free actions?
As long
Or
as
is
you've
that-
got enough free actions to do it, yep.
and that's my free actions, not the ships. Or is that
Your
the
free
ship's
actions, not the ships.
And was it a free
Perfect.
action for
I have 6 of
the
those.
point defense? Was that did that use one of our free actions?
No, it's exactly like the Pink Rangers. I really wish I could
Okay,
remember the name
alright.
for it now,
Word,
but I can't
okay.
brainstorm.
So it's just
blank, but-
automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
so this is I'm going to be rolling
So you
my
should,
my
uh,
ion
so-
my ion cannon attack. I have
And
one upshift from supercharged
this
and one upshift from the ship helping me.
accurate
And aim? Or have you not got enough
Oh,
free
and
actions?
one from aim. And one from aim.
sharpshooter definitely should apply here.
So let's see.
Presumably, you're
6,
not targeting
10,
Divatox's ship
12.
because of the Rangers heading towards it.
Yeah, no, I'm firing at the scrubs.
Okay.
And don't forget, we have multiple targets. You can do multiple.
Not on the ion cannon. We don't.
Oh no, okay, no.
The ion cannon is single target. It's the dual lasers. Like, look,
Yeah.
we'll get there. I'm also gonna burn a free action, so I'm firing the ion cannon as another free. So I'm spending 3 free actions right now. 1 to get assistance from the ship, 1 to aim, and then 1 to make this attack a free action instead of a main action. Holy sugar, honey.
I am multi-targeting with the lasers.
That is a
30 on the first one.
I got a critical 24. Assuming 24 hits a scrub.
24 does hit.
So that's 8 damage.
So basically, as you fire the ion cannon, it just rips one big hole. You strike it right on the nose. And I call it a nose because it is like the tip of the ship. You can almost see like eyes, fins running up its head. It goes
Someone's
straight
graffiti.
through.
You know that thing where like people would draw like the shark face on missiles?
Yep.
It's got someone like drew a face on the submarine because they were being cute and now they're dead.
Yep, straight through, comes out the other side, and within seconds the ship just drifts off to the right, dead in those metaphorical waters.
Alright. So my first attack does 4 damage to the 2 of them.
Oh, you crit twice? God damn. Pink
Well,
Rangers.
I used multiple targets, the lasers, so
Yeah.
and then
crit on that.
yeah. And if they're still standing, then they get 2 more each.
And I can actually start attacking main now.
Yep, they are still standing. There are 5 ships, 2 that are now currently damaged. One, obviously, as I said, has been
I hit 2 of them
destroyed.
for 6 total each then. Yeah.
6 total each. Fantastic. They are still up, but you can see where weapons have been scorched off the hull. You can see like, all of their point defense is gone. You can see what looks to be communications, according to the ship's readout, gone. The ships that you've just attacked, they're still coming towards you, but you're fairly certain if it wasn't for Divatox amongst their numbers, they'd be turning
away.
around and running. Yeah.
Let's see if I can't expedite that process. Because I do have 2 extra attacks and I haven't used my standard action yet.
Yep. Go.
So do I just keep firing the ion cannon or can I only fire that twice? Because it says 2.
There's 2 ion cannons.
Okay.
So there's 2 ion cannons and 2
I think we can only make 4 attacks between us.
Total. Yeah, we can only make 4 attacks total. Okay, yeah, honestly, that's better. That's better because I was about to get lost in the extra attack sauce.
Yeah.
So spending another 2 free actions for aim and assistance from the ship. That is critical 25.
Yep. Would you like to paint some words? Would you like to paint some words with your or some art with your words?
As Sarah is like peppering them with the dual lasers, Cal like fired his first shot, took one out, and is now looking at the rest of them that have been like severely banged up. And how many of them are left? 5, right?
So there was 5. Yep, 2 that were incredibly damaged. 1 that's Divatox, and then the remaining 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the remainers and I'm gonna like eeny, meeny, miny, you. And then he takes 8 damage and I assume dies.
Yep. 8 damage is literally
their health?
Literally the threshold right there, yeah. 8 damage is the gone.
Yeah, I can just imagine the turret on the ship now just going.
Literally. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. So now they are gone. Yeah, Sabina, you are muted. I don't know by what means, whether you knocked the mute button on your headset, or if you muted on your computer, or if you did something else, but we cannot hear you. It's not Zoom. I can tell you that much because we get an icon if it's Zoom.
Speak words.
Hello.
Yep.
There it is.
Okay.
You're back.
Hi. I was like, I'm not muted. The buttons are
You were temporarily. I could see your mouth doing the mouth
We can
moves.
see you moving.
Not the word audio
Not the
thing.
sound.
I
Yeah.
said that, and Mutiny hasn't done anything yet,
No.
and we're blowing them out of the proverbial waters.
Maybe slow it down a little bit because Mutiny's going to start shooting on the ship that we're going to be on.
I mean, look, you guys got this.
I do not want to go boom.
Y'all might have to hurry. This is going better than we expected.
Explosions hat.
Cal, you've still got.
Cal and Sarah radio into the infiltration team. Guys, bad news. We're goated.
Yeah, there are so many ships going boom.
Guys, we're too good. We're too good at this.
Cal, you've still got a standard action, yeah?
No, that was my standard action to fire the ion cannon a second time. It's like,
If you had enough free actions, you could have done that twice with your
I could have
free action.
made it another. I do have a sixth free action.
So you as the driver can fire the ion cannons as a free action instead of as a standard action.
So perfect. Yeah, no.
They can still only be fired once
Twice.
per gun. Yeah.
Would
Once per gun, but
But
I
you
can
can do it
twice.
as
would moving the ship be a standard action?
move action.
move action.
Move
And then
action.
You
move it
can
again.
move it
Right.
further as a standard, or I
So
was
now
just
I just-
about to say to him,
Yeah, now
there
I
is
just have this
something else
standard
I could-
action. Yeah, what can I
Yeah.
do?
Dodge.
Matthew,
Ram
So
something.
specifically because
You
you
just
still
told
have
me
a
to slow it
standard
down.
action. Yeah. Specifically because you have a standard action, go ahead and make me either a technology, science, or alertness check, please.
oh, I will do my best.
Put on the lab coat. Put on the lab coat.
I'm not. You want me to roll with a D2 instead of a D6?
I'm joking.
We just like the lab coat.
I'll
just
do
like the
it.
lab
I'll do
coat.
it. I'll do it for the bit, but like, just know that.
I'm joking.
All right.
Might have to make a note to send Panic a lab coat.
So that's a hard no, unless an 8 does something.
No.
Sounds like a
Maybe
hard
you
no
should
to
have.
me.
Maybe you should have rolled with the D2.
I would have gotten the same thing or one higher.
What I will say is you do notice some communication between ships. Like there is
Which
across the
ones?
battlefield. There is. You don't know with the check that you've with what
I
you've
see.
got.
God,
Wait,
Panic-
nobody made an insight check.
panic is such a bad feeling. But Cal is legally not allowed to.
I mean, I fully I thought about making an insight chip, but I'm like, no, he's gonna betray us. So
I totally didn't even think about making an insight check, but his name is.
I mean, because it's so obvious.
it's so
Yeah.
obvious.
Of course he's gonna betray us. We were just hoping it would
There's
come a
just
little
not
bit
a lot
later.
we can do
Yeah.
about it currently.
We were
It's-
just hoping it would come like a minute or two later.
Yeah.
it's
I
get the
wasn't
thing
expecting.
and then
No one
leave.
was expecting 6 seconds into combat.
Yeah, it's just like wow.
No one expects Captain Mutiny to betray you.
One turn in? That's crazy. It's crazy that you're doing that. All right.
It is assuming nobody
Subturns.
has anything else they wish to do. It goes back to Divatox's crew. Okay, so we're down to 4 dice. I'm now going to try my luckiest dice. The biggest ones have to be lucky, right?
I mean, statistically,
Yeah.
no.
I'm still going to roll them. It just feels good. That was an 18 and a 4 on the biggest dice,
Okay.
and a 16 and a 5.
Pretty
What are you
good.
guys up to? 28.
28, yeah.
28 before we roll our thingies.
Go
Point
ahead
defense.
and roll your defense
Point
checks
defense?
for me. Yep, your point defense checks.
6.
8.
You see 4 more missiles coming towards you, having whittled down members of the sub's crews. You are able to blow 2 of them out of the metaphorical waters. 2 more come closer and strike the hull. No damage. You send damage crews to the sections just in case, but they report back almost immediately. There is no damage to the ship.
Yeah,
It did not
Cal
get
will
through at all.
Cal will turn to Sarah and just be like, you know, in the past like couple weeks, we've gotten our asses kicked a lot.
Yeah.
Are we good? Like, are we actually like?
See, that's the thing. Like, we're good at our jobs.
Yeah, right. Like
Just the things we've been dealing with are.
look, I may have become emotionally stable thanks to the purple power coin, but like my self confidence has been taking hits. It's been rough.
I know. So,
Captain Mutiny, the ships that were behind you guys start heading closer. They're forming almost like a U behind you so that they're able to turn their missiles on Divatox's crew. His own
Sure,
ships,
that's what they're doing.
Yep. His own
that's what they're
ships
doing, I believe you.
underneath you are also reorientating themselves so they too can fire on Divatox's crew. And they do. They unleash a whole horde of torpedoes that set off explosions amongst them. And although they're not as good as Yule, especially firing off at a distance as they are, they're quite. Some of them are quite a chunk of distance behind your own ship. The 2 that were damaged go down, leaving just
Divatox's flagship.
Yep, and one more ship.
I made the joke before. Now it's real. I radio the infiltration team. Guys, you have to move fast. We did too well.
Yeah. Better hurry.
Expect fire on Divatox's ship immediately.
Sabina, you're muted.
I am. Oh dang, we're good at our jobs.
I know, crazy, right? Insane.
I love how it's like we are doing well.
I never thought doing good would be a problem, but like, hurry, please.
I mean, I'd hold that thought until we finish our jobs, but cool.
I would have if I could. We were just too good.
Yeah,
genuinely too good.
We're too good, and they're too bad. Right.
So that will bring us obviously back to your turn. On the on the Thunderbus. I really wish I could remember why that got renamed.
Probably a joke. Probably a joke one of us made.
Probably.
I also kept getting like all the different Astro ships mixed up, so the Thunderbus makes it a lot easier.
Matt,
for me. Thank you.
Matt, if you want, I will start singing Vengabus. Like,
no, please don't.
I love that song.
You too? Hell yeah!
Yeah.
The Thunderbus is coming, and enemies are running.
Hey, no. So you've got Divatox's ship. You've got one more ship that hasn't been damaged. Although it did rock a few times when the torpedoes explosions went off. So maybe it has taken some damage. You just can't see it.
Okay.
For Pete and Cassidy,
should they roll initiative since they're no longer on the ship, or can we just be fun and count them as ships initiative?
I'm gonna keep the initiative in just the 3 because it's nice and easy.
Woo.
Make me either driving, acrobatics, or athletics checks. Your choice.
Driving, athletics, or acrobatics?
Yep.
Let me open up.
Whilst you're doing that, go ahead and post them in the chat for me. Whilst you're doing that, for Cal and Sarah.
Okay. So can I be
folks?
Sarah? Sarah, can you take down the last of the losers? We still have one loser, right?
Yep. One.
Said that.
Yep. One that's currently trying to orientate itself in front of Divatox.
The one that's not Divatox. Like I mean,
right? I might as well shoot both of them. We're here.
I know, because what I was gonna say is, can I be so goated and like take shots at Divatox, but like intentionally make it so like they're glancing blows that like go off the side and don't do any actual damage to the ship?
Okay, so
it looks like I'm trying. Like
there is, interestingly enough, if you bear with me a moment, there is an option. Do apologise. So you can attack a ship's system as opposed to attacking the ship to impose conditions upon the ship instead of doing damage.
Oh, I mean, because like the thing I was going for was to make it look like I really am trying to like just kill Divatox, but what I'm really doing is just trying to buy my team time.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is you can still make an attack, and what you could do hypothetically is like attack the ship to spin out the ship so that it's unable to turn, unable to fight inertia.
Can I dismantle
it's
weapon
just,
systems?
You can unstable, sputtering, spin out, leaking, jam, decompress, compromise.
What page is that on?
That is on page 23 and 24 of Across the Stars.
I mean, you could decompress the ship. Like, we have 0G. We can move through the ship. No.
Matt, mechanically, is he correct?
No, blanked. I'm going for blanked.
Blanked is a good one. They're electronically blinded by damage to their sensor suites and scanners. They literally cannot see anything outside outside of the ship to see outside, so they couldn't attack realistically.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that.
But they could still see everything inside their ship.
That's fine. They won't see. They won't see going in at least.
Yeah, but they'll
have a chance in hell to go in, and then I'm gonna since I'm on the lasers and I have multi-target anyway. I might as well shoot both of them.
Unstable will make it more difficult for them to use their weapons as well, imposing downshifts. If you do it three times,
then I'll go for that one.
It makes their weapons inoperable.
Can I use a story point, guys, for amending the grid?
Yeah,
go ahead.
You've currently got
all of them?
story points. Yep.
Yeah, we haven't used any yet.
Nope. What I will say, it does take 2 downshifts to do.
Mending the grid?
No, the attacking the systems.
I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Okay. All right. I'll hit for that. I'll do my best.
So
again, like if I miss, we're still good because I don't want to damage.
That works weird with multi-target. All right, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, you go for the blank to blind him because I'm pretty sure you've got that in the bag, and like I'll take my 2 downshifts, rolling my D8 specialized.
So should I roll the multiple targets separately then, or?
Roll for the multiple targets separately.
Okay. So here's
out of curiosity, was the driving check like our action?
It's your move action.
Just our move action.
Yeah. I'll come back to you guys in a second just to check.
Here's for the not Divatox, the ship.
11.
Okay. And then.
So whilst you guys are rolling, do me a favour, post your results, your dice results, total dice results in the chat. I'm just going to go back to Peter and Cassidy. Okay?
I was going to ask if I could activate Shining Leader now this turn. As my action, because then it gives them guys D6 on their... No, it gives them edge on their skill rolls.
Would it boost them, bearing in mind you're nowhere near them?
Is the ship's weapons power weapons?
No.
They are not power weapons, no.
Okay. That's what I was wondering, because if they were, then they would...
Well, I would be doing so much more damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no, Michael, based on the fact that you're nowhere near them to be a shining leader to them.
I don't actually... There's not a...
No, I know, but the whole point is... The whole thing is that you're inspiring them to do
Can he
better.
Talk to us over comms?
It's like doing the pose at the beginning of the fight to make them, you know.
We can't see you do this.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So I'm going to say no for that
instead, then, because that is literally just a verbal thing. To give them a 1d6.
To who?
And I'll give it to who needs it most.
I mean, I am worried about that crit 19. I'd like that to be higher.
Take it.
What do you say to inspire?
Inspire me, shining leader.
You are inspired, dear boy.
First of all, I'm older than you. Second of all, First of all, young man. First of all, young man. Don't talk to me like that.
Inspiring language.
Guys, I keep forgetting I have luck.
It's now that ion cannon is now a crit 20.
Fantastic.
If
I
that
literally need a cheat sheet.
that one was going for
we are very high level.
that one was going for like the weapon down or whatever if it hits. Does it crit 20 hit? This
Oh, that's only
It
for
does
natural
hit.
one. Never mind.
cool. Weapon systems borked.
So their weapon system's currently unstable for a downshift.
Fantastic. I love
So
to hear
20
it.
20 hits.
20 hits.
Okay.
So they're also blanked.
Yeah, so they're blanked and jammed.
So they're blanked, they're jammed, and they're
What kind
And
of jam are they using?
Strawberry.
No, cherry.
Gooseberry fool.
And the surviving peon took 4 damage.
Respectable amount of damage.
Surviving no longer. Or surviving.
I only hit him once, so I
I know, but
I know,
but they had 8 health. So like
As we come round, so you guys have made your move to get closer towards Divatox's ship. Fortunately, as you're moving closer, they find themselves in a position where they're unable to see outside of their ship. They are unable to communicate with the outside world. And their weapon systems are also currently not inoperable, but they're finding it
But
more
worse.
difficult to be used.
yeah, and they can't see to shoot them.
Yeah.
So
You are able to land upon the hull of Divatox's ship. You have been spotted by the other ship, which has taken some damage from Sarah's shot. But as much as it's trying to reach Divatox, Divatox can't respond, can't hear because of the jamming of the signal.
I would love a t-shirt that says Rangers goated?
Remind me, I'll work on it. You come to one of the access points. You're either going to need to physically open the ship or try to hack into the ship. Hacking into the ship's fine, but it's not a 6-second check. It is going to take a couple of turns, depending on how many successes you accrue.
I mean,
Oh,
brute
dude.
force is going to take so much time as well, isn't it?
For a game, yeah, both of them, to be fair, it's going to be a case of how many successes you make over a course of time.
I only have athletics. I don't have brawn.
Cool. I'm going to hack this bitch.
Okay, go ahead and
I
make
will
me
give him moral support.
Make me a technology check.
I miss playing the hacker. Iris was.
Can
I
you
am going to
assist?
say, before
I can't.
you roll the dice, Michael, it's going to be a technology check. It is going to be with snag, unless you already have something to give you edge. Well, I suppose if you've got something to give you edge, it's just going to bring you to a round flat.
you can spend the
D20.
PowerPoint to ignore snag because energon.
You can.
Right?
My grid relic gives me edge anyway.
So
Also,
that'll
that.
flatten it out to just a...
So
D20.
yeah, grid relic for edge, PowerPoint for edge again.
Yeah, you can't stack it, can you?
You can't snap.
Oh wait, no, in that case,
no,
other way
but-
around.
No.
Point to ignore snag, and
Yeah.
then your grid relic gives you edge.
Yeah. If you're ignoring snag, it's fine because you're not trying to balance out the snag and the edge.
That
you're
costs personal power as well.
ignoring
doesn't
it.
You
Yeah.
spend the personal power to get rid of the snag, and then your grid relic gives you edge. So you're still rolling. You're rolling with edge.
It's one of those times when
I
Energon's
love
really good.
I love resolutions in Yu-Gi-Oh! Of like spell chains that are just like mystical space typhoon, dust tornado, Sakuretsu armor.
Critical 25.
Critical 25. Okay, so you've currently got 3 successes. You still need more.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That up.
Can I do it
All right.
again?
No, because it takes your standard action. So
I use my extra attack to hack
Yeah.
harder.
If I
No.
could use grid tech, I would, but I don't think Matt would let me use grid tech.
What you need to do is
This-
just like
The ship
attack
is
Michael
distinctly not part of the grid.
and then step through the door using your ability when you defeat him.
Yep. Just teleport
why-
through the wall when I defeat him.
That's why Cassie brought
Exactly.
Peter to kill him in space.
As
To be
Pete's
fair,
head
though-
floats off.
You would have to roll high enough to hit me.
That is true.
She
Look,
can specifically target
Cassidy
your
has the
evasion
ability to do
and
that.
get a
Specifically,
huge bonus to your to targeting your evasion too.
I still have a 22 in evasion though.
So you'd get, I think it would bring it down to a 12.
Got my evasion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they would
Wow.
have your evasion. I can have it.
Because
Well, that's just a bitch, isn't it?
But then we
know
do have to trust in Sabina to roll for Cassie and actually like hit,
Yeah.
which has been problematic in the past.
I am flipping you off so hard right now.
Love you.
So we go back to the sub's turn. We get 2 attacks. I'm going back for the 2 chonky dice because at least one of those rolled an 18.
It's true. I did do that. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
roll
they're
these
all-
countermeasures.
Guys, I got 20.
No.
Oh,
Not a
that
crit.
was the peon. Right. Well, 1, 2.
I got 20.
That's rare for
I
math.
rolled a 7 for point defense.
Oh, sugar. I rolled a 1.
I can't roll above a 35. It's not possible.
Yeah.
Again, like looking at Sarah, we're good.
Are we actually good at our jobs?
Are we actually good?
Did we get picked for a reason?
I reach one of my because I am morphed. I
It's
do
not
have
'cause we're
6
pretty.
arms. One of my lower arms like goes over to reach for a low 5 from Sarah.
The missile from Divatox's ship. No, not Divatox's because she's jammed. She can't see.
You can't
No,
see.
the missile from the peon's ship comes flying in. It looks like it's going to strike like head on.
Dude,
I wait to the last second.
some gunner on the peon ship was having his Spike Spiegel moment.
And then just out of nowhere, just gets shot straight head on. All of its navigational information and everything just gets burned out, and it just keeps flying past because it doesn't know that it's got a proximity. Just keeps going. God knows where it's going to land up.
Look, in most cases, the missile knows where it is by subtracting where it is from where it isn't. But this missile doesn't know where it isn't, so it can't figure out where it is.
Exactly. All it knows now,
Could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
7.
It's a lot of wood.
As
But for a bird, pretty much good wood.
Yeah.
Good amount of wood. You did a good job.
with
Woodchuck
that one
isn't a
missile
bird.
fired off now into the void of space,
Is it not?
The-
Woodpecker, my fault.
the
Domino
rest
effect.
of Mutiny's ships come into a more open formation. And as they do, they start opening fire on the Thunder Shoal.
Yeah,
Knew it!
the
Thunder
thunder
bus.
bus.
Yeah,
Thunder
The
bus.
thunder bus is coming, and enemies are running.
Okay, we're sitting on 35 right now. So
And as
is
this happens, you do see like none
No,
of the
it's a
shots
look,
strike.
I added a 1 unless you only add the highest.
Yeah, I would take the highest of the 2.
You take the highest.
Um,
All right, 35. I'll take
As
that.
as the explosions go off everywhere around you all, no damage to the ship. You do get a incoming message from Captain Mutiny.
Can I take off my helmet and then kind of put on a jacket so it just makes it look like I'm not a Power Ranger right now?
You can.
And Sarah's in the gunner's pit,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, and I put the sunglasses
I
on.
the helmet, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put the sunglasses on. You know, my custom disguise, and I'll answer the call. Yes.
Rangers. You thought Divatox wouldn't tell me.
Well, hold on before you curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Yeah, all right, you can continue now.
Hello, Captain Mutiny. This is the pilot of this ship. We've never spoken before. I would just like to inform you that you've chosen poorly. And then I'm gonna hang up. All right,
It's
let's
like-
kill him.
On that note, as the betrayal is coming, as Peter
It took
is,
him a whole 6 seconds.
yeah, I think we're up to like 18 now.
I
Okay,
think we're up to like 18.
yeah. It took Divatox a few seconds to get a hold of him and be like, "No, these idiots are Power Rangers. You're an idiot for trusting them because they're Power Rangers."
Communications immediately.
Yeah. But But yeah, as Pete and Cassidy are breaking onto Divatox's ship, as Captain Mutiny suddenly and inevitably betrayed you guys.
Shocking.
Yeah,
Truly.
very shocking.
Truly.
Who saw that coming?
I'm gonna radio in, guys. I have good news. You have more time than initially expected.
Great.
We
Did
have-
he betray us?
Yeah, you have
Oh, yeah.
all of 24 seconds before we finish killing all of them.
Who would ever have thought that Captain Mutiny would have pulled a mutiny?
Please tell me somebody said a really awesome line that was
Definitely.
amazing.
I mean, have you met me?
I think we got a couple. We got
You're
a couple
amazing.
in there.
Okay, great. As Pete's continually hacking.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, do any of them hit us? It is
no,
their turn.
no, none
Okay,
of
cool.
them hit
Yeah.
you.
That's what I fucking thought.
But I think on that note, we are gonna call it a quits for this week as we start
Aw.
the fight between Yule and Captain Mutiny next week, which I think is probably going to be about 3 rounds. Wait, how many ships has he got? 6, 12. 12 ships. You guys can
Got
take
12
out
ships.
4 around if
ships.
they hit.
4
If
rounds.
we hit, and depending on how much health they have, if we hit and crit,
They have the same health. I could kill two around if I.
I think I think they've got
Yeah.
about 5 rounds of life, maybe.
5 rounds of life,
We have
assuming
5 rounds to
assuming
find
perfect
what we
crits.
need, Sabina.
Again, 5 rounds is the minimum. That is expecting we hit and crit every single time.
Yeah,
So you probably have a little bit more than that.
yeah.
Give or take. Yeah.
But on that note, favorite moment for yourself, favorite moment for another player, and we're going to start with Sabina, who plays Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger.
That's me. Favorite moment for Cassie is just her being a boss with talking to Cap Mutiny. Mutiny. I can't speak right now.
Kappa
I
Mutiny.
just love whenever she gets to be bossy. Because I don't get to be bossy except every once in a while. Every once in a while.
I have so little control that it feels great when I can exert it.
It's just her being
Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. It was
just
sick.
her being just her being able to step into a little bit of a leadership role and make that trade off with Sarah as the awesome, like, throwing in her 2 cents and all that, everybody working together. I thought that was great. And my favorite bit for somebody else was Sarah throwing in the wash line from Firefly.
I will never not think that line is the best.
That line is the best. It is
That's your
Wash is my
sudden but
favorite
inevitable
character
betrayal.
from Firefly. So I thank you. That made my day, Michael. A+. Who's next?
Well, Michael, who plays Sarah, the Pink
I mean,
Ranger.
I feel like mine's easy.
Because you
Curse
sudden
or but inevitable
betrayal.
And for someone else, honorable mention to us being badasses on the ship.
To us, Rangers, goated.
Don't it?
Yeah, but I gotta give it to Peter just digging that hole.
Keep texting. Just keep texting. It'll be okay. I'll fix it.
What's gonna be great is the text message I'm gonna be able to send him once we've got the energy source back.
I said he won't read.
Just picture of Pete. Just imagine it. Pete's face holding the thing next to it, just like.
So it's that picture from Mulan
Mhm.
of him with the Emperor.
He's like, look what I got.
Oh, Pete's going to be so unhappy.
Why is Pete going to be unhappy?
But yeah,
That's
moving
not
on
gonna
to
work.
Michael,
No,
who
my
plays
energy
Peter.
source has to be on the ship.
Moving on to Michael, who plays Peter.
Look how he's going to disappoint me, people. Look how he's going to disappoint me. The one thing that I wanted from this encounter was to get shit back and like rectify
Yes,
things.
but we know that making you cry brings him such joy.
And then
And
bridges
in my
and-
defense, okay, in all seriousness, I have quite possibly the best, seriously, hand on heart, the best way of getting you back the energy source and giving you a fantastic episode at the same time. I swear to you.
I'm just now imagining.
I'm so excited for this now.
I'm imagining Peter standing on top of the Thunderbus with a boombox outside, like the other mega ship, like holding the boombox with 2 hands and like the thing with the other, and is just like, "Baby, come back.
Come back
You can blame it all on me. Baby, come back."
I'm so ready to get that message from Billy going, make him stop.
But yes,
Yeah.
favorite moments.
It's Michael.
Favorite moment. Favorite moment. For me as Peter, it is the hole I'm digging with Billy, because he's one of Pete's like heroes in the whole technology industry, and the fact that he's also Power Ranger means, for someone else, it's tied. But between who would have expected this inevitable sudden betrayal?
Gosh, your sudden but inevitable
But
betrayal.
inevitable betrayal.
And also, you have chosen poorly.
You have chosen poorly.
That was great. That
Hello,
was better
Cap-
than my line.
Hello, Captain Mutiny. I'm the pilot of this vessel. We've never spoken before. I would just like to inform you, you've chosen poorly. Hangs up.
I do have
Somebody
an
clip
honorable
that. Somebody
mention.
clip that.
I'm gonna kill you. Let's kill him.
I do have an honorable mention, and it's for the image that was going through my head when Matt was describing us flying to the ship, because I've just got us like bouncing off of the rocks, and just doing cool
God, I
shit
hope
through the-
not.
Oh yeah. I
looking
was
like
kinda-
looking like Spider-Man, or the way that Dark Deku moves through the city.
I was thinking like
Parkour.
pinballs.
Mhm.
Dong, 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 dong,
I was
dong,
kind of
dong.
picturing like if you took like that image from Star Trek
That's
Into
the wrong song. Damn it. I was gonna make a reference.
like Star Trek Into Darkness, where they're flying through all the debris, but you take that and you make it them flying, but then bouncing from different things,
Okay,
and then like hiding for a second, and then moving to the next one. That's
like there's
that's the
bits of
image I got.
debris coming towards us that we like grab onto, spin round, and then use its trajectory to carry
Yeah.
on.
See,
Trying to
see
use the
wavelength.
power wing to like glide our way through without using power from it, so that we're not discovered.
Yeah,
Okay.
same
Yeah,
way.
it was just
Same
in my head.
wavelength.
It was cool.
Last but not least, then, Panic, who plays the lovely Cal, the Purple Ranger.
God, it's what's really terrible is that all of my favorite things I did this session were me technically out of character. Like Cal reacting to Sabina saying "uh-oh, spaghetti-o."
Oh, that's great.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Or me saying, "Guys, I have terrible news. I'm so handsome."
I can't wait to figure that out.
It's like, look, guys, bad news. I'm so handsome is my favorite thing I said today.
That was amazing. I can't wait to figure out why.
But no, my favorite Cal moment is just the whole, we've never met before. I'm the pilot of this vessel. You have chosen poorly. And then I hangs up the call, like 1 second beep. All right, let's kill them.
And at least
Hold on.
Captain Mutiny, you don't need to keep alive.
I have to put him on the list before we can kill him. Let me
Can I
fix
cut
that.
him in twain?
The list of people were the list of people we're definitely going to kill.
Captain Mutiny. Yep, he's on
Yes.
the list now. We can kill him.
Fantastic.
We
And
have
my
a list.
favorite-
Have you met Sarah? There's a murder.
Sarah checks it twice.
And my favorite
me this
moment for
list.
someone else is definitely like the byplay between Cassie and Sarah. Actually, no, my favorite moment for someone else is did you just call her diva hot? Yes, she has issues.
He's like, can I
And the
trust
girlfriend.
somebody who would call her diva hot?
And a girlfriend
No.
who I'm telling, by the way.
That interaction was amazing. Yes,
Very funny.
She has issues.
Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody,
that's
for
my
watching.
favorite.
Not my fault.
Um,
She's hot.
Thirsty.
We will be back. Yeah, we'll be back next week, because next week
Yeah.
isn't Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's the
Nope,
week
we-
after.
Week after.
We will be about Thanksgiving, but not for Power Ranger shenanigans. We will be drinking and telling funny stories whilst we in-story shoplift from a giant corporate supermarket.
Remember, kids, stealing is always morally acceptable if it's from a mega corporation.
Yeah.
Or your
Hey.
own liquor cabinet.
See
Let's
you
get-
next
let's
week,
get
folks.
toasted.
May the power
And may the
protect you.
May the GigaBeaver protect you.
Oh my god.
May the
Oh,
power
hell, the
protect you
GigaBeaver.
from the
From
GigaBeaver.
the bigger beaver.
Don't
Bye.
like the GigaBeaver.
Oh hell, the GigaBeaver.